You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show.
I'm joined this week by Max Feber, founder of BRUW. And Max, I have to say, welcome. And this is one of my favorite things, coffee. Oh. So you are the perfect guest.
Thanks, Brooke. I'm so excited to be here.
So you grew up in West Bloomfield. Mm-hmm. And tell me about how this came to be.
So when I was 15, I just fell in love with coffee. And, you know, not very typical of a 15-year-old, but I really started to like it. And because I liked it so much, I wanted to learn everything about it. So I tried roasting it at home. I tried brewing it all these different ways. And through this process of learning everything, I found cold brew coffee. Mm-hmm. And it promised to be a lot smoother, sweeter, easier on your stomach. You know, it was recommended by a ton of people. And so I said, I want to try it. Mm-hmm. And what I did is I took a mason jar, and I added ground coffee and cold water to the jar, put it in my fridge for 24 hours, because that's what everything online said to do. Mm-hmm. And then I tried to filter it. And I used like a cheesecloth and a paper towel, and I slowly strained it through. It made this huge mess. It went everywhere. And I said there has to be a better way to do this. So I started coming up with ideas and prototyping, and I eventually invented a double-sided mason jar lid that you put onto the jar. You put an empty jar on the top, and then you flip it. So the coffee will drip from the top of the jar through the filter into the bottom jar, giving you the drinkable cold brew coffee.
And how's it taste?
It's delicious. I mean, we're drinking it now.
Yes.
It's great.
So it's very good. So, okay, so you were recently on a national stage with Shark Tank.
Yeah, I was. It was unbelievable.
Okay, so tell me about that and where BRUW is now.
So, you know, after a few years of running BRUW, the opportunity to be on Shark Tank presented itself, and I ended up on Shark Tank, and I got to deal with Mark Cuban, which was unbelievable, and it was the coolest experience ever. And so now I'm working with Mark on growing BRUW and finding new ways to, you know, launch new products and get more customers and make our customers that we already have happier and just continue to increase the size of the company and the size of the brand.
So how many customers do you have?
We have a lot. We have customers in all 50 states and a couple other countries too. So it's really cool. You know, we're slowly starting to see customers everywhere and more of them popping up.
Okay, so I'm dying to see this, so show me the demonstration.
So I'll show you how it works.
Okay.
So here's the box. It comes in this box.
And you designed the logo.
I did.
That's awesome.
So as a high school student, when I was starting it, you know, I was 15 when I invented the product.
Right.
You know, I'll show it. I needed a logo, I needed packaging, and I couldn't afford a designer, and I couldn't send it to somebody. So my only option was to teach myself graphic design.
Wow.
So I taught myself how to do that, taught myself how to make a box.
So you pretty much have done it all.
I'm pretty much done it all. So here's the kit. This is what you get.
Okay.
And it'll look pretty familiar to you. We can put this box to the side.
Okay, here.
So it'll look pretty familiar to you if you've ever had a mason jar in your house. So this is just a standard ball mason jar. You know, just a 32-ounce wide mouth mason jar. Nothing special about it. And then here's the trick. This is what makes, you know, BRUW special. This is the BRUW filter. So basically, you put this into the mason jar when there's coffee in it. Mm-hmm. You put the empty one on the top and you flip it. So here, let me just
just show me.
So here's what we'll do.
These are big mason jars.
They're big.
These are bigger than normal, right?
They make a lot of coffee. No, these are pretty standard.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm just thinking about I'm just thinking about when my grandma used to can stuff, and it seemed like the smaller ones, right?
There's a lot of different sizes now, which is
but this is perfect for coffee.
I love it. So you take a jar like this, just a standard quart mason jar. You add ground coffee to the bottom, and then you fill it all the way to the top with water. You stick a cup, you know, put a regular lid on it, stick it in the fridge for 24 hours, and then you take it out in the morning. Okay. Then what I was saying is what people have used to do is they would take a cheesecloth over the top,
big
pour
mess.
it, made a mess.
Yes.
So I invented this BRUW filter, and so there's it's basically a double-sided mason jar lid, and there's a filter in the middle. You can see. So you put it onto the jar, just like that.
Yeah.
So imagine a sludgy coffee mixture in here.
Right.
You put an empty jar on the top, and then you flip it, and so like an hourglass, the coffee filters through this lid into the bottom jar.
How long does that take?
The filtering just takes a minute or two.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
so it's not a long process at all.
Not at all. So it sits for 24 hours, and then it filters right away.
So you don't have to sit there and be, I need my coffee, I need my coffee.
Exactly.
Quick. So about a minute?
Yeah, not even.
Okay.
I mean, I take it out of the fridge first thing in the morning, I filter it, and pour myself a cup. It doesn't even feel like it's taking any time.
Okay, so then how do you transfer everything? So is that a straw, or is that just a transfer?
That is a straw. So the straw is for airflow. So this is something I learned on freshman year physics, right?
Okay.
So in high school. So if you had no straw, the top of the straw would be full of air.
Okay.
And there'd be air at the bottom. And because the filter is so fine, there's no way for air to bubble up through it. So there's a vacuum that was made. That's what my physics teacher told me. And the coffee wouldn't come through. So we needed to find a way to get air from here to here. So I, was sitting in this room of all these people giving me ideas for like these really elaborate systems.
Mm-hmm.
And while we were talking, I just took a bendy straw and stuck it on and said, "Hey, this will work." And
really?
So, exactly.
And that's how it happened.
That's how it happened. So now there's a straw in it, which helps it with the airflow for the coffee to filter.
So I think you are probably entrepreneur. You are the whole definition of entrepreneur, I think.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 20. Just turned 20 in June.
Okay, so this has been a 5-year process.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 5 years of slowly figuring out how to make a product, how to launch a business, trying to get my footing with everything. And now we're really starting to grow like a normal company.
Okay, so where do you want to take it from here? I mean, where's it going?
Oh, my gosh. So we want to launch new products. We think it'd be amazing for us to start diversifying our product line with things that make all cold brew coffee taste better. Like, we might have some flavored coffee packets in the future, anything that might help enhance this product. And we want to just keep selling more of these. We're going to do different colors.
So is it this? So when somebody orders from BRUW, is this what they're getting?
Yes. So we sell in 2 different ways. We sell it with the 2 jars in this big kit. We also sell, without the jars, just this filter piece.
Oh.
So this, will sell by itself for $12.99, and this kit will sell for $29.99.
Okay, but for $29.99, you get...
You get the jars, the filter, and occasionally a bag of coffee.
I was going to say, what about coffee?
So we also have our own brand of coffee.
Okay.
We designed it specially to taste delicious in cold water. And so that's what we sell that on our website as well.
Okay, so $29.99, how do people find out how to get this?
So we're for sale on brew.net. It's BRUW.net.
Yes. Show the box again.
Show the box again.
Or actually, and I've got this handy little baseball hat as well.
I know. I brought her a little hat. I thought it'd be nice.
So this is how you spell it, and this is where you get it. And again, $29.99 for the whole kit.
Yes, exactly.
Coffee not included.
Coffee not included. If you email us asking for a discount, saying you saw us in the Splash, sometimes we'll give you a discount.
Really?
So definitely send us an email.
So maybe I'll get a discount.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And
Thank
something
you.
really cool we do is for all of our customers that buy, actually, we send them out my personal cell phone number. Because I said, there's no reason they should have to go through all this technical steps to get help. They can just call me or text me or FaceTime me or whatever they want. So,
really?
Exactly.
So you're completely accessible.
Completely accessible. If you buy one, you automatically get an email with my phone number in it that tells you can, call me for anything.
Right. Okay. So you are heading to San Francisco.
I am.
Okay.
So I'm a student at Babson College, and they offer a semester abroad or semester away in San Francisco, so I'm participating in the program, traveling there for a semester.
Okay, and of course, BRUW will be going with you?
BRUW will be going with me.
Okay.
So, the manufacturing obviously can't move. That's all done in the United States, most of it in Michigan, but I'm going to be in San Francisco working on it.
Okay, but if somebody has a question, they can still text you or email you.
Call me, email me, however you want to get in touch.
Okay, well, you know what? It has been a pleasure. Thank you so
Cheers,
much.
Thank you.
And once again, we've been joined by Max Feber, founder of BRUW.
Thanks for watching this segment of The Splash. To watch the entire show or other segments, catch us on Comcast Channel 15 and AT&T Channel 99. Or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us every week on 89.3 WBLD, the all-new Lakes FM.